representing TCU here at Big 12 Media Days. How's it feel?
It's like an unreal feeling, I see guys like when I was at Boise State, the guys on my team go. I see when I'm there, I see the SEC, all that. The guys go to Media Day, so it's kind of one of those things you put on your goal list to be one of those guys on your team that come represent the team at Media Day. And I'm here, so it's a goal that I set, a goal that I reached, and I'm grateful for it.
Is this the first time you've been to one?
First time I've ever been to one.
So what's your impression so far?
Hey, it's great. A lot of cameras, a lot of great people out here. I just had an interview with College Nation. That was a great interview. They're doing EA Sports over there. It's just a great feeling being here with a bunch of people that want to be here and a bunch of people that need to be here. So,
you're from the DFW area, transferred back here last year. What was it like just playing back at home?
Being back, just in a family atmosphere. I don't go home much.
Yeah.
But just knowing that my family's right down the road, just in case anything does happen. Being back in the city that I know that I'm used to, gritty, blue-collar city. I like that. And just great people. Love being back home.
When you transferred from Boise State, what made TCU pick? Was it just coming back home, or was there?
Yeah, it was coming back home. There's TCU going to put 4 or 5 guys in the first round in the last 6-7 years. That's a big deal. Coach Kelly being a second-round guy and knowing the game as a receiver. He has a lot of expertise in the game. And as soon as I got the call from him and I researched his background, found out who he was, I found out that he put the guys before me in the first round. He just put 2 guys in the top 3 rounds last year. Yeah, place to be right here at TCU.
Now, you mentioned those first-round guys. A lot of them have been receivers. Does that kind of bring a bigger standard when you're playing that position at TCU?
Oh, yeah. Having Savion, Jack Besh, and JP all also last year, there was a standard that you knew when you went on that field, I got to make a play. Those guys are out there making plays. I got to make a play. If no one's making a play, I got to be the first guy to make a play. There's just a standard that if the ball touches your hands, you're supposed to get a first down, and that's just what it is.
Since Josh Hoover took over the quarterback job, how do you feel you guys have been building your chemistry on the field and everything?
Oh, well, I know that when Josh missed the first spring last year, I was kind of up and down, not knowing if he was going to be the starter coming into the season, but as soon as I saw Josh in August and I saw him during the season, especially towards the end of the season, and then I just saw him and what he just did in the spring, me and him are on a great connection right now. He knows how fast I am. He knows where I'm getting out on my breaks. He knows where to throw the ball on a go ball. Our connection, I feel like it's the highest, and it can only get better.
Was there a particular moment from him where you saw where he did something and you were just like, "This is the guy. This is."
I think not just because he's throwing me the ball. Every third down, him having that trust in me. My third down percentage of him throwing me the ball was high 80s, low 90s. So that's a great percentage, and I love that he feeds me the ball on third down.
Yeah, you had a high percentage of converting for first downs last year. Is that something you take pride in as a receiver?
I just take pride in putting the ball in the end zone. Every time I touch the ball, I'm trying to go get in the end zone, whether that's I'm catching a hitch, I'm catching a slant, The goal is to score as many touches as you can. Every time I touch it, I'm trying to go. So that's something that I pride myself on doing every time I touch the ball.
What are your early impressions of this year's receiver?
We got some great guys, 1 through 4 on both sides, even on the inside. Every single guy wants to go out there and play, and every single guy goes out there and thinks they can compete and start. So just having guys like that around you every single day, pushing you to be the best you can be, what could you ask for?
I asked Bud this, and he gave me a very simple answer. I'm curious if you're going to give me the same one, because it's probably pretty popular. What gives you guys the confidence that you're going to be able to compete in the Big 12 this year?
What gives us the confidence is what we do every day. I would say workouts, just joking around with each other, going out and eating, I'm not trying to have no disrespect for the other teams, but I feel like we're the best team right now in the Big 12, hands down.
Now you're going up against that defense every day. Where have you seen them grow, and who's stood out for them?
I can see just guys and just being comfortable. Not freaking out on what's the play call. Get on each other's ass about what's the play call. It's just guys knowing what they're doing. You can just tell everybody knows what they're doing. So now the fact that they're knowing what they're doing, Avalos is giving them more stuff that he can call, and just make it confusing for other teams' offensive coordinator. And it feels good seeing that as a receiver on this team, because the more that he throws at us, the more we can handle.
Personally, do you have any individual goals that you're trying to strive for this year?
I didn't put my goals up there with the stars, but 1,400 yards, top 5 Heisman race, Big 12 championship, make it to the Natty.